Hey guys, this is Vaish from Vaishayis and we are going to continue History NCRT series, but this video is just maybe 5 minutes length. It is nothing to do with UPSC. I want to tell you that this NCRT class 9 textbook has chapter 7 and 8, which is the last two chapters. It is one thing is about cricket and one is about cloth, and you know UPSC will not ask it. Okay, still if you need it, either read it or tell me, I'll help you understand this chapter, but I'll show you anyway. So this video is just to show you the PDFs. Okay, we are not going to do anything here. So this is clothing, but one more is there. Okay, here I think this is chapter 7, so 20 pages of things they are telling. I think I'll show you the heading, main heading. See, history and sports. Okay, story of cricket, so we don't need it at all. Even current affairs related to sports we don't care, so we don't need it. Okay, for UPSC. So I'm just showing the pages, but the end of this chapter there is something. I think Gandhi's some perspective is there, so that box around maybe we can have a look. Other than that, this whole story is not at all required. Here some Mahatma Gandhi and colonial sport. So Mahatma Gandhi believed that the sport was essential for creating a balance between the body and the mind. However, he often emphasized that games like cricket and hockey were imported into India by the British and were replacing traditional games. Such games as cricket, hockey, football and tennis were for the privileged, he believed. They showed a colonial mindset and were a less effective education than the simple exercise of those who worked on the land. Okay, so this is what he is telling, and then lot of works about him is there. That is what I told this video. You are not going to learn anything. I just wanted to just show you, because if I simply skip it and tell we are going to 10th standard, you will be thinking like, how come I just left two big chapters? Okay, those 20-25 pages are there. Again, mass media, cricket today. Okay, so not at all relevant for UPSC. So 9th standard textbook is majorly that what was that world history which we did, and then peasants. Opium trade, that was very important in the last video. And similarly cloth also, I'll show you. Here in cloth they have this khadi related some information at the end, but beginning of this chapter, if you see, it is about the European styles, the England, French, their dressing styles, how it evolved during French Revolution. Like if you remember, in French Revolution we saw that the Jacobins had their own that striped trousers kind of thing. Okay, and they wore the red cap, because red cap was the symbol of this particular thing. There's slavery. The people who come out of slavery will wear the red cap. Okay, so again, new materials are related to clothing and all, they are given here. Okay, we have done this in different chapters when it comes to cotton. This chintz and all, if you remember, chintz was a cotton cloth printed with designs and flowers. Okay, so these kind of terminologies maybe you can remember. Okay, cotton cloth printed with designs and flowers. Okay, Hindi word chint, from there it's taken chintz. Now again, some war related thing, world war related time, what happened, you know, shortage was there. Then again, it will impact export, import and also. So there is nothing with respect to UPSC. I found it interesting. That is why. Okay, here the term Nadar came to be used for all the Shanas by the time of the 1900s. Not required. I couldn't find anything. Okay, seriously. So that is why I'm telling it's not useful for UPSC. Then again, here I think Swadeshi movement they'll tell. Here some names are there. Lady Bachubai, that is a well-known Parsi social activist. Okay, so you should know like some personalities were there. Sarla, daughter of Asi Dutt. So again, Parsi bordered, Parsi related clothing and all they are telling. Then here some Maharani, I think Maharani of Travancore. So if you see that shoes she is wearing is western shoe, so that kind of thing they are telling. See Keshavan's autobiography, some Jivita Samaram. Okay, so these kind of names maybe you can remember. Jivita Samaram was an autobiography of Keshavan. Okay, so again, I think somewhere here Swadeshi movement they are telling. Okay, read about Swadeshi movement in Bengal. That time, you know, the national schools came up, all the Vande Mataram song was being sung, and they were boycotting all the Manchester cloth, Liverpool salt and all those things. So that time Indian industries again started to grow. Then the issue of indigo and opium already we discussed. Then greatly the industrial revolution in Britain, you know. Okay, that time spinning and weaving started. The spinning jenny was invented. Then they had demand for raw materials such as cotton and indigo. So again, India's position was again changing. They were initially sending all the finished goods. Now it became sending just raw materials, and they will get the finished goods here. So the market will decline obviously within India. Okay, so major weaving centers, you know, Murshidabad is there, Machilipatnam is there, Surat is there, Ahmedabad was there actually. Then Bombay was the place where first mill came up. So that kind of things you should know. 1905, Lord Curzon is the viceroy at that time. He decided to do that partition of Bengal to split that thing. Actually, he told it is administrative reasons, but real reason was to create a problem within Hindu and Muslim. Okay, so here even if you see the Gandhi, Charkha and these things, even Narendra Modi will be there promoting Khadi nowadays. Okay, because Khadi is actually reserved for only certain sections of the economic society. Not everyone can enter into Khadi business. Okay. So use of khadi was made a patriotic duty. Okay, women were urged to throw away their silk and glass bangles and wear simple shell bangles. So these are cloth, how it had impact within the national movement. So that is about this chapter. Mahatma Gandhi's experiment with clothing, again you can see his, because he was there in South Africa also, so obviously his lifestyle will change. He was the greatest promoter of khadi, you can tell later. He used to boycott everything which is foreign. Okay, so here again his various lifestyle pictures alone I wanted to show you, that is why, because you may not open this and then see. Okay, so just we can see, because especially if a history option, it's good to get a feel like this. In this picture, this front boy, this is actually Mahatma Gandhi. Okay, western clothing, then it will be changing, then once he comes to India it will again change. So if you see here, this is like this. Okay, and he was telling like in India many people were adapted to the western thing and he was feeling awkward and all, so that kind of stories they are telling. Okay, try to read the Experiments with Truth, the Mahatma Gandhi biography. Many people have biography, and you will get YouTube summary also in YouTube. Lot of channels are there, so it is always good to hear about these people if you are a history optional student. Okay, else also for interest sake, because these were the great leaders at that time. Okay, so he wore the short dhoti without a shirt when he went to England. Okay, England, you know people how they wear clothes and how the climate is. Still, for going to the round table conference, he came with that single dhoti and that shawl kind of thing around his body. Okay, and he refused to compromise and wore it even before King George V at the Buckingham Palace. So, okay, so he was insisted, but still he did not change. So not all could wear khadi. Mahatma Gandhi's dream was to clothe the whole nation in khadi. He felt khadi would be means of erasing differences between religions, classes, etc. But was it easy for others to follow? So it's like everybody could not follow. Okay, nationalists such as Motilal Nehru, a successful barrister, the father of Jawaharlal Nehru, from Allahabad, gave up his expensive western suits and adopted the Indian dhoti and kurta. But these were not made of coarse cloth. Okay, those who had been deprived of caste norms for centuries were attracted to western dress styles. Therefore, unlike Mahatma Gandhi, other nationalists such as Baba Saheb Ambedkar never gave up the western suit. You know, whenever you have a photograph of Ambedkar, he'll be always in this western dresses only. Okay, so many Dalits began in the early 1910s to wear a three-piece suit, shoes, socks. So this is how it happened. Okay, Mahatma Gandhi tried to make it an Indian cloth, but did not happen. Other women like Sarojini Naidu and Kamala Nehru wore colored sari with designs instead of coarse white homespun. Okay, so again people did not follow Gandhi regarding this, but now Modi is again trying to promote khadi, not to make everyone wear it, but at least for the people who are working in those industries. Okay, so changes in styles of clothing are thus linked with shift in cultural taste and notions of beauty, with changes within the economy and society, and with issues of social and political conflict. So when we see clothing styles, we we don't need this. Okay, so this is this chapter. 10th class I am going to start. Gandhi cap also they are showing. Okay, even Anna Hazare had this kind of one cap, and also different photographs. Okay, so this CPG, it's actually in Europe. Okay, this picture. So this is actually just a unwanted chapter for UPSC. If you want, you can pause and see these questions. I am going to start chapter 10 soon. So let's continue our learning and finish off all the NCERTs this month itself. Okay, so thank you and have a nice day.